great work this week. Bounce is getting better each week. Hitting windmills more consistently and close to dunking again on normal height. Strength is coming back on each of my lifts as well. I started off this week with power cleans. Top set was 170 for 2. Most I have done in a while. And they move fine. My feet came apart a little more than I wanted to, but still not bad. You can see I'm starfishing a little, I guess you want to call it. Squat single, a solid 2. Still working on getting comfortable with it again. It's a long way down for me, and my back tends to cave a little bit more than I want right now. My back down set was a bit happier with this one than I was with the single, especially my back angle. This moved at about a 6. I could probably get a little bit lower on some of these reps, but that's just me nitpicking. They look great to me, to be honest. Nice bench single for my first bench day, 235 at about a 7-8-ish. Deads are coming back quick. 440 flew, really bad camera angle there. Another single on bench. You notice I'll be benching a lot. First dunk session of the week. The main objective was to practice my windmills and reverses, just so I can get more comfortable with them. Reverses were looking pretty good. Punched this one pretty hard. And then practicing my windmills, missed that one, but that was a good rep. I was really happy about this make. You can see by my reaction. Then right after, I made another one. That 2 is probably the most amount I've made on 9 feet, so technically a PR. As the session went on, did some dunks on 9.6 at the end, or 9.5. I think this is closer to 9.6, to be honest. Secondary squat session. These feel better than my first day. I moved my belt up slightly and looked up just a little bit more. I think those 2 cues might have helped. I'll keep those cues consistent for the next few weeks and see how it helps my squat. You can see my back angle is a bit better than it was on the first day. Third bench day, doing some tempos. Kind of a hard lift, but it always feels good to do these. I think a critique here would probably just be I have to be better about keeping my feet on the floor. My heels are a little bit up, so got to be better about that. Fourth and last bench day, quick 3-count pause single, moved very well. Technique was solid too. Happy about how I finished. And then probably my best lift this week, 440 for 4 at 6, maybe even less. Was happy with how I pulled the slack out of the bar. It gets better each rep too, especially that 4th rep. Main dunk session this week. Started off on 9 feet, getting some windmill reps in. I'm pretty confident I jump high enough to get this on 9.5. I just think my hand speed needs to be a bit better in order for me to hit that on 9.5. Went up to 9.5, and all these dunks are feeling super effortless. One-hander looking really good. Like this is kind of a slight tomahawk. That's pretty effortless. Self-bounce, punch that. And then I hit a couple off the glass too. I kind of squeaked that one in. And then this one was a bit cleaner. Worked on some reverses here too. Kind of just like last week. I know I can hit these. I just got to keep getting more reps in. Jumping a little too close to the rim. I have to give myself a little bit more space. That was probably my best rep. I think I ended it there, and then attempted some dunks on 9-10 for the first time since hurting my knee back in early February. So really good sign. Was very close on a few of these lobs. I think this was my best lob. I don't know how I missed that. I'm jumping high enough to make some of them, but honestly, I just got to get more reps in. Got to get better with the timing and the actual lob. But these are really good reps. And it was a little frustrating not to make one in real time, but this was a good session in hindsight. Got some quality reps in, and I feel like next Saturday I'll hit a few of these hopefully. Just trying to progress each week. I'm going to be very close to, I feel like, hitting a PR as long as I keep, stacking these sessions consistently. I think this lob, I tried and go it with two hands. I was a lot closer than I thought. Pretty confident I could get that too soon. So, yeah.